Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. Feels good to be making some actual progress on recording, right? It's been a while, and I'll be honest with you, it feels rejuvenating to actually play the game, right? This is something that I sometimes underestimate is how nice it is to just sit down and do something that isn't, work or busy something or other. But the real thing I wanted to talk about here is it's an interesting topic is corporate holiday parties. So over the past couple weeks, as part of since my hiatus began, where I was dealing with the young cat child and his plights, we were instead having multiple corporate holiday parties for myself. This is actually two for my same company. I got to be clear, it's not my company, but the company that I work at. Regardless, they were extremely different environments and very different vibes altogether in kind of a very bizarre fashion. The first one, which I was flown to sort of as a reward for various services rendered to the company, great job, go team, but more or less it's very military centric, very regimented. That group is all working as contractors for the military, and so it had the strong vibe of being like a wedding, which was really strange, very bizarre. Everyone had assigned seats, there's circular tables. There was like a DJ, and the DJ's playing like straight up wedding music, like the kinds that you would see at the dance that follows a wedding ceremony. You know the ones, right? The super obvious stuff. Exactly like that. The person who was hosting it spent 45 minutes on a microphone just like thanking people and doing a whole thing. And the crazy thing is, all the people from that location ate it up. They all seemed to love it. Great. I'm glad they liked it. Everyone else is just like, what is happening? Everyone who's visiting is just like, what's going on? Let's go to the bar and do something else. So, very wild experience altogether. Not quite my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of that particular style of holiday party. And it turns out I think most of the company agrees. But anyway, then a week later, we got to go to the holiday party at the local office, which is one that I actually coordinate. This is a fun little side project of mine where I get to basically decide on food and everything else and the styles and however we want to approach it. So we have high tables with, like a beer stand, a wine stand, and like food stands all around. Food stands, of course, catered and so on and so forth of a variety of styles. But the idea is people just kind of hang out and chat with each other and talk around and stuff. And it's great. We have like good turnout, very chill. You can kind of just walk away and talk to no one if you don't want to talk to people, or stay and chat with everyone if you do. So I will say it is extremely high energy the whole time. I'm very glad those are over and that we're done for the year on these, because it is such a drain on me. I am extremely introverted despite the fact that I record for YouTube, because there's just I gotta be real with you. It just takes so much energy to have little personal factoids about each individual that you're talking to make sure that you can have a meaningful thing to say. You've got to remember everyone's name. That's way harder for me than I think it is for most people. I only remember names of people I interact with very frequently, so a huge struggle. And yeah. So I would much rather just sit at home and play some games and have no words to share with another living soul. And it's pretty good, all things considered. So anyway, that's where I'm at today. That's the whole thing. The real question and why I bring it up though is like, do any of you go to holiday parties? Is this something you all do too? Is this maybe? I wonder if this is just something in like my industry. Maybe it's entirely possible, but yeah, and if you've gone like anything cool or crazy at any of them, I suppose that'd be a fun little bit of story to tell. So anyway, playing Monster Train, we're currently on a 277 win streak, which is always exciting. We are just finishing up our Wormkin run with Chief. It was a very interesting run where we had a Waxer Snuffer with a Entombed Explosive infused with Devourer of Death that we just kind of kept bringing back to slam things. There was a resin block making it even stronger, which is fun. The main floor was Decayer Chief with Decayed Decoy, which is insane, plus double Keeper of Echoes that were self-infused, with multi-strikes and plus 25s each, and all enabled on 7 space by the Railforger's Hammer Relic. Fantastic pickup, very pleased. The other big shout out I want to give is the Lightstone casing, which enabled us to have the greatest Ancient Resonance of all time, with 10 in piercing, -2, and a holdover. Connected a, what is it, an infusion to it with bounding echoes. Chef's kiss. Love to see it. So, honestly, great run. And now we're moving on to the Queen. Incredible. So without further ado, I guess let's get into it. As always, do like, comment, subscribe, click the buttons. It's great. And let's play some Monster Train. Let's go. What do we get today? Hopefully nothing too alarming. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Well, I saw dregs and immediately I was just thinking to myself, don't be diligent. But I think we're okay. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. I'm doing just peachy. Nothing else to report besides what I've said. It's good to be back and recording. Today we are Exile Hellhorned default melting with dregs. Yikes, that's a lot of units. We're facing Rage Talos, Rage Fell, Patient Seraph. We have Ritual of Battle, Draft, and Branding Right. All good cards. Draft's always nice to see. Tons of units here. A lot of good things in melting rely on a draft infusion right now, which is good. And yeah, temples today are 2, 5, 6, 7, so 4 temples, seems okay. Removal dupe on 8 is Magic Side, nice. Another removal dupe, Cave on 7, competes with a Steel Shop. Trinket Shop with no money, unfortunately, on 6 competes with a Magic Shop, that's decent. Nothing particularly good on the Magic Side, though, unfortunately. Then Steel and Magic on 5. Magic no Steel on 4, which means we get double steals early. All Remnant banners all the time, it looks like. 2 Remnant banners on both Steel Shops. There is a Magic Shop Hellhorn banner on 2, however. So we have the option to duck out if we want to. Golden Vault Lightstone casing. This is too early for Lightstone casing, in my opinion. But there's the possibility we go Magic Side, upgrade a Ritual of Battle, try to find something crazy. If we hit a -2, it could be really good. I don't like the early Golden Vault either, because there's so many ways you can just burn all your money and ruin your early game. So I think we'll take the Lightstone casing. It's pretty weak. I'm going to go ahead and look at the Forge first here. Imperialist it is, okay. I was going to say if it was Imp Parade forced, I might not go for this Horde, but I will go for the Horde now. Resonant Shard, Guild Marker. It's the best time to get a Guild Marker. Worn Grindstone's also here. Resonant Shard, I mean, we do have Rage on Ritual. That is nice. I think we'll take it. I could see us leaning Rage here. That gives us some immediate impact. I don't want to walk into Ring 1 with 15 shards and 2 relics that do nothing for me. Yikes. Okay. I'm going to take the trial, but this is scary. I think we can muscle our way through it. Yeah, this is the card I wanted to use to muscle through it. Train Steward, Branding Right. We can really chalk up our survivability here. Good upgrade set. We lose the Collector, unfortunately. I do want to play a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go Queen's Impling here. I know he eats it for damage shield, so we're going to toss 3 dregs behind, which at least pushes some numbers here. The Ritual of Battle, I think, must be played upstairs. And I'm going to put another dreg on middle, because it at least pushes through some of the armor here, despite everything. Alright, we're going to yeet an imp upstairs, which should clear the floor. We're going to play a Queen's Impling bottom, 6-5. Unfortunately, the draft does just pass away, so I guess we'll use upstairs and hope for the best. If I see more rituals, I might just play them, right? I think 34, 20... I don't have great reach here. I think I'm actually going to play this ritual here and take the 3, and that will be an acceptable penalty for this combat. Interesting. I think I might need to... If I go 91, we get her in 2 hits. Okay, well, we're going to take double reserve penalties. 6 damage and we get everything. That could have been much more damage if not for the resonant shard and everything. Not a great combat for us, though, overall. I'm going to grab this Hornbreak so we have a proper ping. Thank you. I already have the ritual, so whatever. Molded is not bad. It's always good to have a molded. It's always good to have a molded. Big sludge. I mean, it's early enough we can play with Tiny Hat. The Rage Gen here with Resonant Shard is huge. Paraffin Enforcer's also here, but that adds burnout management to this run that currently has none. Big Sludge I think we can play around. Let's grab the Sludge. Let's go. Alright, I'm in. Now, I don't have a good imp, so, you know, that's a bummer. We're going to go left, though. You know, I'm in on Sludge. Endless. Well, I could sell this. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take Tycoon here. I'm not going to take that Endless because I don't have a good imp for it anyway. Our whole play is going to be... Yeah, okay, here's your -2. Great. Our whole play is going... I was originally considering to steal this magic shop to upgrade Ritual in order to maybe have it ready for the Omega dupe here, but the truth is I wanted to look here first because we have the Sludge, and I'm thinking like a Baron could have been a good infusion, but regardless, we have 30 health. Let's move on here. I think we're good. If I get an X5 on a 1-coster, I think we're fine with it. Am I going to take this unit draft? This seems dicey. What could this show me? 10 gold? I think I'm going to skip it and hope I don't die. How do you want to approach this? I think we go Train Steward in front, Queen, Sludge goes upstairs, and we're going to try our best here. Okay. We're going to Tycoon middle. Now, I think I need to play the Dreg upstairs. I think I'm actually going to play this Dreg middle here. I don't want to take that Ember Drain. We get the Slay up top. That's great news. I haven't seen an Imp on a good turn yet. We get Ritual upstairs. That's great. We're going to put Queen's Impling upstairs. We want to hype our lad up, right? We want him to go crazy. I do see an Imp downstairs, which I can successfully throw. It's huge. In fact, I think we actually need to play this dragon back to save 2 health. It'll burn out and that will be okay. And then what do we have coming up? Enough 1-costers that I think we just let this Train Steward ride. I'm not worried about him. Alright. Take a little bit of damage. 5 upstairs. It's a bit of a bummer. That's okay. Our whole goal here is put stuff on floor, get hit. Great. He swings. It's good. Sinner's Burden. We do 100 damage upstairs. So 2 swings wins. We're fine. We take at most 14 from him. So getting a little bit of cash is good. Great. Excellent work. Alright, we just completely crush here. Great, thanks Big Sludge. Very neat. Now we're looking for a Fledgling Imp is a good pickup. I wish I could take that Vent as well, but we have Imperialist. I think the Fledgling Imp has got to be the pickup. Molded, Hallow Drippings, Wicklash. I don't know if I want burnout management here. The thing that you have to keep in mind is, what if I have to use a Draft Infusion, huh? That's a big danger. I think we're going to have to take something here. I'm going to take this Wicklash just because it could be the difference between I can use a Draft Infusion and I can't. We're going to go to the right. Give me, I don't know, Endless? Sure. Yeah, great. You know what? Endless Imp is fantastic. It's good because it gives Rage and then dies and then gives Rage. Cool. That's fantastic. We're going to look at this Horde. Waxer Snuffer. Except I don't have anything that can do it. Now, Sketches is terrible. I have like 15 units, so the consistency's out the window. I still think we just take the Waxer Snuffer and maybe we hit like Devourer of Death, right? And we go hard. Remnant Banner. I'm going to skip here. It's fine. I don't need another Tycoon or whatever. Let's go ahead and look at the cave. Ah, yes. Malika Healing Event. Truly the worst event of our time. What a terrible event. Gross. Absolutely hate to see it. Now, unfortunately, no multi-strike yet, which means we're going to have at least one floor, no chance. I think we chill from here. The alternative is I could re-roll and look for a Burnout 1, but man, that's a lot of my money. I'm just going to move on. We're going to have to look at steel shops anyway. Yeah, fine. Okay, now, I think the ultimate plan is going to be take space, put Sludge and Queen together, but for now, we have to do something a little different. You get, what? Tycoon. I have to play the Sludge because he's here, so I guess I'm putting him up there. And then we're going to put a Dreg on this floor. Does he live? No, not a chance. It's kind of sad. I guess we'll put the Queen down and he only earns me, what, 5 gold or something? That's a bummer. Six, 9... 6, 9, 11, 11 is so powerful. Wow. Okay. There's a giraffe upstairs, I guess. Floor's already falling apart. Oof. Terrible floor. Wow. Okay. Not looking good, as it turns out. She simply deals too much damage. We can 2, 5, 7, 7. I can save a bunch here, or I can scale him more. I think we save a bunch and we hope for the best here. Truly, it's pretty rough. I'm going to take truckloads of pyre damage here because I'm only slaying one unit at a time. Okay, we get a molded action, which I think is going to be on Draft, and it's not particularly close. I'm going to play him upstairs first. Endless Fledgling Imp, we kill top, which is good, by the way. We're going to drop a Queen Zimpling into a Dreg on middle. Okay. Sure. I think it sadly has to be a Queen's Impling upstairs to avoid our floor dying horribly. Yikes. Okay, if I can hit... Okay, that's what I was looking for. If I can hit the branding right, I think we actually get out of here just narrowly. Because we're doing, what, 500 damage a turn or something absolutely bonkers. Wow. I think we're out, right? That's 735 health. And we push... Okay, we're alive. It's not good, but we got out of there. That is truly dicey. Whew, buddy, okay. I mean, Impalate's a good card. Alloy of the Ancients, I think, is the pickup here, right? I need to survive better. I also think a random Remnant Pact might be a serious business pickup here. Unfortunately, no Welder Helpers on this run, but... Yeah, unfortunate. I think the alloy is correct. We'll take it. Self-infused big sludge. Not a chance. Horned warrior? I don't think so. That's not going to be the play either. I wish. I mean, maybe I take the horned warrior and we give up on big sludge. I'm going to take this horned warrior anyway. He could be the right angle. And I do need space as the plan. So, alright. We're afloat. Steelworker would have been a great infusion to pick up. What do I get at a magic shop is the thing. I could look for a steelworker. We're not taking the money, by the way. I need sub 50 here. I could go left, grab some health removals, which are nice, and a horde. I think it's actually left, and it's not particularly close. We're happy enough as is. It's fine. We're going to dumpster some train stewards that are really causing me some concern here. Imperialist 2, of course. I mean, we have an Endless Imp. It's fine. I mean, I guess Collection of Tales, right? Sure. It's a Rage Relic. I mean, we do plenty of damage. I need to hit more times and not die. So, it's pretty important. I can take the Armor Emblem here. This is not what's going to kill me. So, I think that's fine. We're going to go ahead and play Draft up top, so it burns out, and then we put the queen down. I'm going to go ahead and then do Tycoon into Horned Warrior downstairs. The floor is like non-zero capability. Okay, we are going to throw an imp, and it's not particularly close, and we're going to play a big sludge, and that's a good pickup. We're going to put a guy in front on middle. It's decent. I would have loved to have played the Hornbreak, but fine, I guess. Survivability is really the big challenge here, I think. Ugh, we're just eating hits, I guess. I can at least make some money and push something downstairs, which is fine. Ugh, I don't feel like taking all this damage, but sure. We're definitely behind is something that I think is woefully obvious on this one. So, now I would like... should have put a plus 25 in this fledgling imp now that I'm looking at it. Now that we have this thing set up. It only mattered on the earlier floor, but... I am just going to put a dragon bottom. That's great. Can I get this kill? 50, 60, a little under. I could put a Queen's Impling down here and get the kill. Right? And then we do this. Oh, man, I'm 5 off. That's a bummer. That's okay. I think we still save the 6 here. Although I think we actually might need to take it. And get the slays otherwise, because it clears the whole floor doing it this way. Yeah, alright, fine. Fine. A Queen's Impling kills up here, which is nice. This is a good pickup upstairs. So we're going to Queen's Impling here, which gets that kill. And I'm going to accept the 1. I'm going to go ahead and play... random imps downstairs, and that's fine. We do plenty of damage. I just need to not lose. We definitely have to play the branding right. I'm pretty confident it's the only thing keeping this floor and this run afloat. A reform brings back, honestly, a draft, which will fit on this floor and do something good. And then we earn a bunch of money here. So hopefully we can convert this money into value. Yeah, we win this, of course. Thanks to 300 damage, big sludge, doing all the heavy lifting. Now, I mean, we did take 22 damage, but we're not dead, so alright. One Horn's Tome? I don't think so. I'm going to take Imp in a box. It could give me a lot of good things. Remnant Host is pretty good. Remnant Host is good because it puts out chump blockers that then die and feed big sludge. I'm going to take that card. It's pretty decent. What is this? You know, I'm tempted to take 20 health for 10, but it's still such a bad trade. It makes the combats harder. So we're going to go to the right. This is an endless burnout 1, maybe 25 health into the imp angle. Hopefully we roll something decent here. I will take 25 health into the imp. Don't think I won't. Brother needs to tank for me and then get thrown. Then I'm going to spin it. Ugh, not what I want. Not what I want. Monster Train. 2 more floors. I have to get past Fell like this? Okay, well, that's terrible. I think we kind of need to just take a plus 25 on it now. There's no way we're getting a double. There's no way we're getting double here, right? Absolutely not. Double multi-strike is specifically what I'm talking about. So I don't think that's physically possible. I think I need the extra health of survivability here. The other thing that's really problematic here is I don't have a good infusion situation for the sludge. No Baron showed up. I guess in the end I'll probably use Tycoon because he is paying out, but it's not very impactful is the problem. Plus 30 and a 10 in piercing. I don't want any of that. I really do think it's When does burnout trigger? Burnout triggers after combat. So basically I need to make sure that she throws the imp, killing it, and then they burn out simultaneously. Correct. I think we're doing this angle, and this is powerful enough to be worth it now. I'm going to take a plus 35 on Hornbreak because I do actually think I need the oomph. We're cutting the last train stewards because they're awful. Once we draw through the units, I really only have like 5 cards in my deck, right? It's what? The Imp, Branding Right, 2 Deadweights, Hornbreak, that's 5, Reform 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 cards in my deck at that point, so kind of crazy. We're going to move on from here. I guess I could purchase a removal, and I probably should. What do you want to cut at this point, though? They're all kind of good cannon fodder is the problem. Sure, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do nothing, I suppose. Do you want to just put some stats in Horned Warrior? I thought about giving him a large stone randomly. He's kind of just a punchy sort of thing. It's a consideration. You know, we could go the other direction, right? And then on next floor, I do Sludge into Horned Warrior. This retains... That's got to be it, right? That has to be it. It just has to be it. We have to give him a plus 25 then? Yeah, okay. I think that has to be the direction we go. Make him big and then go that route. Okay, fine. Fine, I think that'll work. Gosh, I don't want to give Harvesters of Death multi-strike. I'm sorry. We're having a hard enough time on this run without nonsense like this. Give me Imp in a Box value. Okay. We're going to put a draft upstairs so I don't have to suffer the Ember Drain. Then I'm going Tycoon, Dreg. And I'm putting a Fledgling Imp down. Just face tank a lot of this. Our goal is basically to convert cash there. How much damage is this? 20 coming in. Horned Warrior, I want to land. I think it's gotta be Fledgling Imp first. I think that's enough. Do I need the second hit? I think I do. I think I'm playing Horned Warrior here. And I think we are not playing Sludge on this combat. This is 20 incoming damage. I can reform back the draft. And then that keeps him afloat. I was also considering... Yeah, the burnout's actually perfect there. So... Okay, that's great news. We're going to go ahead and play Queen Zimpling. And the Fledgling Imp here. Great. pushing numbers to the best of our ability. Okay, that bottom floor looks rough. Now, unfortunately, the imp, the little dudes don't attack, which is kind of weird, but it's probably fine. Alright, we need to throw imp, so for sure throw imp. Clears floor, I guess it's okay. 3 comes in. 15. Man is dead no matter what, but like, fine, right? I guess it's getting it. The drafts don't attack in its very bizarre situation. So this is a scary floor. What we're going to do is we're going to put the draft in first, right? So the draft swings. Then I'm going to play this imp and we clear the floor off of it. Now I could actually keep the dreg in play. Sure. Sack some dregs. Maybe I can reform the lad. What a crazy looking floor when you play it, right? What an absolutely bonkers floor. Now, unfortunately, this Quill Marksman causes problems. We can still do it. I think 25 health is worth more to me than anything else here. Okay, he kills that, and then there's a whole bunch of... The dregs actually attacked because they got swung on. Unreal. Okay. Wild. Absolutely bonkers. I want to shoot this thing, and then I think I want to play this imp, which is strange but true. This is what? 78 health. Currently at what? 53? Or wait, yeah, 53. Yeah, 53, so 68. No, wait, no, it's not 53, it's 63. Yeah, 63, 78. Okay. I'm just thinking, because I need to keep my floor among the living. I think I have to keep scaling the man, right? He needs to get more damage on him, for sure. Big numbers need to go bigger. Great. I think the fledgling imp actually does like 40 damage, and we want to hold it over anyway, so we're playing it like this. Weird. Okay. Molded. Bring back the draft that lives longer. Okay, play him. Play imp. Play ritual of battle. Alright, we're out. Good. Yikes, Tuffy. Okay, managed to pull it off. I think if we get sludge into the Horned Warrior, we're golden. Tiresome Climb is a snap click. I absolutely must have that. Votivary is also a snap click. I have Waxer Snuffer. I didn't talk about that before, but that is a 100,000%er. For sure, for sure, for sure. You know, with sludge... Man, is this actually... Oh, no. Don't make me do it, y'all. If I have Hornbreak... No. 2 dupes. No, I can do it. Everyone, don't make me do it. Is there a magic shop in alignment? There is. I can absolutely do it. How many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards. I have to go to the magic shops. You can infinite, right? You have the infinite, actually. We have all the pieces. The Votivary is the piece that I needed there. So I actually think they showed me a Votivary before, and I completely skipped it because I was like, I don't want to do that. And then now I'm looking at it like, okay, I actually think I do. All right, we're going left. This is garbage. Everyone should be extremely mad about this. I'm going to take Scorched Steel because I'm throwing my imps anyway. Absolutely. Temple, what do you got for me? A plus 30? I don't think so. I would have taken a -2 there, but fine. Double stack. Here's the question. Do you want to play this run like a normal run, or do you want to infinite? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, you don't, but we're going to because I think we need to. Gosh, yeah, I think it's happening. Okay, one thing we have to do first. Sludge needs to fuse into Horned Warrior. I'm pretty sure this is just a hard requirement of winning the run since we've missed all other forms of multi-strike. This is the contingency for which I picked Horned Warrior in the first place. So he's here. Great. Alright, let's look at this cave real fast, see what we roll into. Heaven's Gold is probably very smart to have here. Yeah, that just makes it much less likely I immediately pass away to a leaked enemy. And, okay, first order of business. Hornbreak needs to be free. So, what you have to do is you make Hornbreak free, you make Branding Right free. Both of those insta-kill a Votavary, even if it has armor, because they're piercing. You then go here, we dupe Hornbreak, or we dupe Votavary, and we remove tons of trash. So, what an unreal run. I could put up another plus 30 in this Hornbreak, but there's truly no reason to do so. All right. Fantastic. What a ridiculously dumb run of Monster Train. Is 75 by 2 ever worth it? 45, I mean, it is, if only because it pushes 100, right? We like 100. But I don't feel like I want to make that, I'm not going to have it yet, is the problem. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a Tiresome Climb double stack here so I don't immediately die. Great, we're going to re-roll that now. Permafrost, I'm going to put that on Tiresome Climb, and then now this can be leveraged to give me 4 free turns in Relentless. That's pretty good. 20 consume. No. We need to work on making Branding Right free. And then I need to remove stuff that comes back. So the first thing we're cutting is, what returnable card do I not want? The answer is Wicklash is going first. Sure. The answer is the 3-cost Ritual is going next. I have enough. I'm going to save some of this cash now. And we're not going to go too hard on this. Intrinsic is just simply too much for this Tiresome Climb. It's too expensive. I need to save for like a -2 or something. Alright, we're going to go. I think we're golden for this now. Right? We're going to have such a ridiculous time scaling normally for this combat, and then I have very little fear otherwise. So, this is Queen Zimpling tanking for the Queen. Tycoon, I guess, is going to go live bottom. Sure, buddy. And then we just shoot this thing for 5 gold. Sure. Seems decent. Then we go Dreg. Although, actually, I think the reform on... Yeah, the reform on the Queen's Impling tanks this whole round. We get the Sludge in play. We just basically throw away as much as we can in front of this lad. And he's gonna pass away. I mean, that's expected. But he earns money at least, which is fine. That floor is very scary in a problematic sort of way. Yeah. Oh, don't get rage. Yikes. Okay, I mean, this looks bad. Yeah, you're riding up, aren't you? That's fantastic news. Okay, well, that's terrible. Good grief. Why would you do this, lady? I think we have to Branding Right kill 1. 19, 29 by 2 on this lad because I can't draw in a good enough order. Are you for serious on me now? Fel, what is your problem? I can ascend the Quill Marksman and only be threatened by 42, which still kills the Queen. But I believe at least prevents me from losing the run. I could... Branding right in the back. Tank. Problem is, it doesn't actually clear... If you branding right tank and then ritual... He's at 100 right now. He would go to 120. He goes to 100 if I play it like this. So... The question is, can I get a double kill? Can I clear this whole floor and not take 23 damage? So he's going to go to 110. The Queen's Impling takes him back to 100. You will be at 105. Okay, so first things first. Queen's Impling. Ritual to 105. Branding right here. Now, then the 19 comes in. We do lose Queen. Bad. But the floor is cleared. Okay. Fascinating. Is there a better way of approaching this? It's really just a matter of where the branding right goes, and I think it has to go here. I think so. Oh, that's so bad. Losing the Queen is terrible. Alright, now, the problem then becomes, how do you kill anything else? There's more sweepers coming, right? There are more sweepers coming. So I think what we need to do now is we need to welder helper, super face tank. Okay, we're gonna do some super jank here, alright? You're gonna have to accept the super jank. It's not great, okay? I think we all agree what's happening now is not great. But the floor is surviving. Gosh, don't stop elevatoring like this. Monster train! Alright, thank you, Votivary, for your continued existence. Let's generate some armor here. Because I need to. And then let's priority kill the Quill Marksman in the bottom floor. Okay, this is going to be a real dicey upstairs. Because this guy's literally sweeping at 12. Which is insane. But I think we can hold the run together. I can reform now. Which is, you know, basically throwaway. It's just earned me some more gold, I suppose. 4, 4, 6. So I go 4, 4, 6. It didn't work. That's okay. Math didn't check out. Okay, we get a ton of scaling upstairs because that imp finally passed away, at least. Our whole plan now is I need desperately... Okay, here's the deal. You play the imp, I must shoot the imp. I cannot have Ember Drain on this next turn. So we shoot thy imp for a ritual here. And send it. Alright, they all burn out. It's great. Fantastic. Okay, I think we actually do win now. Which is really stupid. We got out. Good grief. Good grief, y'all. We get out. Fortunately, Sludge Man doing thousands of damage a turn is adding up, so great. Ah, Transcend Imp. You're probably good to have in this run, aren't you? Sure, I could really use a Forever Flame monster train if that would be cool, actually. Extremely neat, possibly. I need Draw, and it's not even particularly close, so okay, fine. I need Ember too, but what can you do, right? Ah, yes, sure. Malika the Titan, willing to give me an No. She should just give you free... Like, straight up, she should just give you free stuff. I don't even... What is even the point of it? We're going to go to the right. We're doing the thing. Give me a -2. Okay, alright. -2. Incredible work. Monster Train, the tiresome climb is playable. Absolutely, yes. Yikes, what a day. What a day. Concealed Caverns. You want to pay health? Sure, buddy. Sure, I'll take a resin block, I guess. That seems fine. Alright, we're removing stuff. What are we removing? Great question. First order of business, I need a second Votivary, and it's not terribly close. This is for sure the first part of this. If I need to dupe again, I'm just going to dupe the Hornbreak. If I can't, like, make the branding right work, we can just remove it, right? Now, the problem with this Infinite is it's going to be hard to assemble it on turn 1, and it's going to be reliant on Big Sludge actually hitting the boss. So, if the floor is full, you're going to be kind of stuck. Now, that said, I'm not going to be upset about having an Infinite on another floor, but, you know. Votivary, number 2, absolutely, yes. Great. Don't have to do anything fancy to it. It just works. Okay. All removals are your friend. Imperialist 3, yeah, of course. I want 80 health is probably the most important upgrade here. Removals are now the question of what is the way I can speed this up? I don't have a lot of cards in this deck that return. Molded might actually be the one that goes next. It's like, what, Branding Right, 2 Blights, we know. They're there, I can't remove them here. Hornbreak, important. Molded, okay, not important. Ritual, good card. Tiresome Time kind of doesn't count because it's permafrosted. Is that really only 7? Am I doing the math right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, the Imp, 4, 5, 6, 7, kind of 8. And then 9, 10 are the Votivaries. I mean, we need to get it down to 6 in order to make sure that the Votivaries are successfully drawing each other, if I can draw enough stuff. So the Permafrost counts for 1. Let's cut the Molded here. It's going. Now, the Permafrost counts for 1. So really, you basically just hold this in your hand when you're infiniting. And I guess I could use it to move something out of my way, which is also cool. But okay, so my hand needs to look like Votivary and 5 other random garbage cards, and then presumably the one of which is a kill card. Then you kill Votivary, you draw the other Votivary, and you have another kill card in your hand, so I have to have 2 of those in hand, and it draws 2. And then this will basically draw... The idea is it draws the kill card, and then it draws the other Votivary, right? This will work. So I need to reduce down to basically nothing. Now, Branding Right absolutely will do it if I go to this magic shop, and I will. So that's good. I don't have to dupe the Hornbreak and remove something else. Great. So Branding Right and Hornbreak are my kills. Good. Other cards, I mean, 2 Deadweights are going to be sitting in my hand, which means I get 2 kill cards and I get like 1 other card, right? Like straight up 1 other card. I could potentially play the Fledgling Imp. The Fledgling Imp I don't think I can get rid of. That would be stupid of me. So it's like I have to cut the Ritual of Battle in kind of an insane decision point. Do I have to cut the Ritual to make this? That seems so bonkers. I feel like that gets me killed if I try to do that right now. You can also do infusions in order to hopefully speed this process up. Right? The idea is I still have to draw through a ton of garbage, absolute trash in my deck before I can assemble this. But you can quickly get, I mean, once you have the infinite, you get your Horned Warrior to like 5 billion D damage. And then if you can just hit the boss, you win. So, and if I draw a vote very early, that's pretty good. Maybe a Winged Steel would help with this. I'm just debating on what this removal has to be, right? The other problem is you have to play all your units, right? So these Implings are annoying. They truly are annoying. You have to play all of these units. It's doable. It's sure doable, though. I'll tell you what. We have it. We have it. But I need to not throw. The ritual, I think, does have to get cut. Right? Think about this. My hand is what? I need to have Branding Right, Hornbreak, both deadweights I can't get rid of, right? 4 right there. And then the Tiresome Climb I'm assuming I've held on to from a previous turn at this point. And then you have what? The Ritual and the Imp are the only 2 remaining cards. And that's 7? That doesn't work. I'm only drawing 6. Does it work? I draw 6. There is a Votivary plus a garbage piece in... Oh, it might actually work. If that works, that's pretty cool. I think we are going to yeet... What are we yeeting? The dregs are the least problematic. For now, let's cut a Queen's Impling. Yes. The other thing I have to make sure I'm ready to do is I need to live this next combat. I think I do, but you can tell how close these things have been. So, an infusion is a super viable option for cutting a card that's annoying and for speeding up the draws. This is essentially a removal. It's a pretty good removal too. So, worth keeping in mind. The problem is if I do these double removals this way, I think I'm putting myself at too much of a risk of losing to a bad draw, right? I need this run to also be safe enough to win without the infinite, even though I technically have the pieces. I have all the pieces, right? All of them. But let's move on. I don't think I want to gamble on this. I think we're very vulnerable right now. This is not a slam dunk. We do not have the pieces yet. I can spend money buying removals next floor. Let's move on. Okay. Fine. I need this trial, and it's not even like I need this trial. Okay. How do we defeat Monster Train the video game? It's tough. We're going to go ahead and do Queen, Alloy, Dreg. I'm going to click the Ritual upstairs here. Okay. We get... This first floor is terrifying for anyone keeping track. I need to think about this now. So, here's the first thought. I have an Ascend ready. I could pull something up and put it to death, which is pretty cool. I can also self-ping here if I want to accelerate myself to other stuff. My next turn is going to look bad. I pretty much have all my good cards right here. So I think we need to go Sludge Imp upstairs, and it's not particularly close on that matter. And I think I need to put to accept the Ember Drain, right? I think I have to, because I need the Rage generation here. Okay. We get some sleigh stuff downstairs, fine. Now, I'll tell you what, if I had a plus 30 in this Hornbreak, it would kill the front man. That's actually worth thinking about. Okay. Doing very low amounts of damage, but we're going to get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It dies, 4 more appear, and then they all die too. So that's 5, 25 rage for another 50 damage. We're definitely killing the conduit because I... How much does this come out with? Stop talking. 31. 31. It's doing 28, 29. As long as I... Problem is, Imp has to go... Imp can't attack, right? Imp attacks in the spikes and dies. I might have to ascend the spikes out of the way and accept that, like, chunk of damage. It is a big chunk of damage. Alternatively, we Hornbreak for not money. Money, very valuable. I'm considering it deeply here, right? Money is hugely valuable to me. Five, 5, 16, 16, 5, 5. Okay, yeah, he's super dead. So, alternatively, we can prevent that from threatening the Imp. I think we need to not lose. I'm going to click kill mid-floor, man. Hate to say it. Hate to say it. I don't know. The math just, I don't know. It's hard to say. Impossible to know, man. Alright. Fine. Play the Imp. Okay. It's not great. If I ascend the back guy, 66 times 4. Run the math. Okay? It's going to be 66 times 4, 264. Guy takes way too many hits. 5 hits, I'm threatened 40. I don't think I have tools for this. I'm just drawing a bunch of garbage units, right? There's really nothing here, so... Now I send the front guy. He dies in 4, I take 32. I mean, we're pushing 300 here, so... It is less threatening to ascend in front. As much as every single person here hates that. Yikes. Okay, he's dead at least. Fine. Now, I will admit, it is pretty tempting to play Transcend Imp. But I don't think we can. We might be able to do some nonsense on middle floor, actually. I don't actually have a clue. I think I have to play this Imp. And that's just sort of the way it's going. I'm going to play a Transcend Imp here and see what happens. Ah, the whole floor falls apart. Bummer. Alright, fine. It took 1,000,000 damage coming in. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, this floor is death. But... okay, we can hold on a little bit. I think I pretty much have no choice, but... we're drawing like 1,000,000 cards a turn, fortunately, thanks to this. I think we have to... kill this thing in back. Right? I also think I have to branding right or my guy kills himself on this next floor. So I think that's happening. Now, my consideration, I think I need to actually kill this Light Wings, and we need to let Mr. 5 damage, 6 damage walk upstairs. I think we have to kill Light Wings, or it's the end times for me next floor. I think so. Alright, fine. Okay, there's another 6. Alright, fledgling him. Get in there, bud. Clearing the floor out. Good job. We're definitely killing the spikes, the dude in back here. Get out of there. I'm going to play a Votivary and a Votivary. And I think we're going to chill on that one. We're going to go ahead and play a Queen Zimpling and a Queen Zimpling middle. Yikes, man. Yikes. What a floor of Monster Train. This is an easy one, though. It's not too complicated now. We just ascend the lad upstairs and take it out. Having taken a billion D damage, we do indeed result in victory. Obscene. Okay, well, that's tough. And this is why I didn't want to take more pack shards, because that combat I knew would be difficult. I can't take anything if I want to do the infinite, so I think we're not taking anything. Intent on Death is a pretty cool card that I do like, as it turns out. Interesting. Intent on Death's low opportunity cost. Memories of the Melted might actually be mission critical so I can play my big hands. I'm going to go ahead and take Memories of the Melted here, actually. That's a consume card, so it's fine. We go left now. We have 25 health known to us at this point. Ashes of the Fallen is very cool and exciting, and I'm going to click that. Okay. That's great news. We must make branding right free. Step 1. Alright, we technically have it. I now have to remove a bunch of stuff. We're going to take this Horde because it's super worth it. Impsicle is fine. It's in fact very good. I'm going to take Mark of an Exile, however, to give Queen an extra 40 health. It's okay, we can't even play all of our imps anyway. I'm going to reroll here. You know, there was a chance it gave me Forever Flame and I was really happy. Or, you know, Flicker's Liquor or something. But unfortunately, we didn't get it. Now, Holdover Hornbreak is actually a really good pickup here. This helps a ton with backlines. Good. Great, in fact. Do I have to remove Ritual of Battle for this to work? Unfortunately, I think the answer is yes. I think I do have to remove Ritual of Battle. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's critical, but I think it must be done here. Okay, alright, we're doing it. Now I'm going to cut a Queen Zimpling as well, because it costs Ember to play and it's difficult to do. I'm actually going to drop a Draff instead. Yeah, sure. Okay, I think we've removed as much as we physically can. I do get a dupe, which is cool. I'm leaning towards duping the Tiresome Climbs, because I do have to survive Patient at some point in this run, so that's cool too. The Holdover is probably going to be going into this Hornbreak. This will kill a bunch of key enemies, and we soften up some others. I can buy other removals, though. I should also make something else free, if possible. The easier everything is to play, the happier we all are. There's also a strong argument for finally cutting Tycoon, although earning money does help Heaven's Gold, so I don't immediately hate having something there, right? But regardless. Yeah, it's funny. It's actually funny. What you could, this would work. You could infinite gold generation on Wickless Tycoon, and then simply have 10,000 attack on your pyre, and then eventually leak the boss to the pyre room and kill him that way. Yeah, totally, 100%. That's definitely the correct play. I probably am duping this Tiresome Climb, thinking about it a little more. Yeah. We got the ashes, right? Good. I was gonna say, I'm glad I need that. That makes a lot of things a lot better. faster, better, stronger, you know, the good stuff. I do think removals are so valuable that we should click them, right? I mean, think about the cards left over. All we have, Branding Right, 2 dead weights. The Imp counts, it's endless. Hornbreak, necessary. None of these other cards stick. Tiresome Climb, kind of. And then Votavary, and that's enough. That's it. As long as I'm holding the Tiresome Climbs, I think we have it, right? So, holdover is actually probably not useful then, if you think about it. If I have so few cards on redraw, the only time this is useful is to expedite the draw. Interesting. Votavaries do only have 1 hit point. Confirmed. Okay. I didn't upgrade them. Good. I think we don't take the holdover because I'd rather have the gold for other stuff. Cool. This -1. Honestly, I'm going to put it into this Alloy of the Ancients, almost certainly. I want to remove other trash. I think the draft should go. Okay, we're speeding ourselves along is the thing that we're doing here. I actually think, yeah, this removal is worth more to me. Should have saved the 60 gold and not rerolled here. I had to think about what was being shown, but I think the removal on a Queen Zimpling speeds us up appreciably. I honestly think we kind of want Tycoon, though. Tycoon needs to go, right? I think Tycoon needs to go. It's not bad to have him. Is it? He messes up my draw order. So we have to consider that. I'd like to get Imp going ASAP. Or rather, Horned Warrior going ASAP. My man only has 1 upgrade. You ever think about how bad I am at the video game? Gosh. He only has 1 upgrade. Alright, we're cutting this Wickless Tycoon now. The dupe here needs to be pretty much something that doesn't get in the way. So, what does that mean? Not something that I have to replay ever. So, it's essentially Tiresome Climb or nothing else. So, sure. I think it's just Tiresome Climb, then. We'll hold on to the card. 150 is the max we're going. Alright, patient. Don't murder me, man. This is way harder of a run than it needs to be. I feel like I should have also 25 more health than I previously have. So... okay, where are we at? This is a terrible draw order. Because he's upstairs. Great. What does that mean? What does that mean I have to do? I can't accept this trample. Can I? And rally him by +9 here? Yikes. That's a big yikes. The alternative is just eating, what, 40 damage straight up anyway? I don't think I have a choice. I think it has to be Queen Zimpling. Gosh, I have to stop this hit from coming in. I can't take 15 of my 25 health like this. So it has to be Queen Zimpling. That's just the opener. It must be that. Now, do I do other stuff? Good question. I can Votavary downstairs, which is almost for sure correct. I hate this, but I think I have to do it. Okay. I'm going to save that memories for a bigger turn. We're drawing through. He's going to give me the melee weakness. It's a real bummer. We hate to see it. I must shoot the man on middle. I have no question about it. I must give armor upstairs. I must daze the boss. Yeah, so we go Queen Zimpling up top, daze the boss. Okay. And then we're going to play some dregs middle to bait, and we take Votavary downstairs. Okay, that's something at least. Alright, we have Fledgling Imp now, who's going to be doing great work. Let's play out units here. I'm close, right? I have Votivary and a branding right, which lets me draw the other Votivary, which is extremely cool of me. I'm going to imp in a box here. We're going to play out Rando Imp now. Right? Yeah, we're gonna play a Rando Imp now and created the Imp Armada of the Persian Empire, which actually pushes like 140 damage here. This next floor is going to be very scary. Okay. Oh, but he goes downstairs like a champion would. Alright. I must play units out. We're going to come upstairs. We're going to do some of this here. Draw 2. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play Memories of the Melted here to play a big turn. Right? I want a big turn of just play out all this garbage, right? Does Transcendent clear top floor? It sure does. Transcendent clearing top floor is big news. Mid floor goes nuts. Transcendent clears top floor and hyperscales. And then we must get Votivary shot on middle. Great. And I think we may have it. Yeah, you come upstairs, bud. Here we are. Alright, I think we actually have it. Right? We draw everything. This is as simple as Votivary. Branding right. Yes. Votivary. Hornbreak. Man, I have it. Alright. As long as I don't mess up the play order here, I have the infinite that kills this boss on this turn. Obscene. It's not even a good infinite, and I'm very concerned about it, but we get it all the same. Yikes. Okay, well, I haven't played a Votivary Infinite in a while. I think we could have muscled through this combat without it, but, you know, better to not worry about it, right? Right. For anyone keeping track, Resin Block is also scaling the Votivaries, so this kind of contributes to it as well. We'll get there eventually. It's not that slow, fortunately. It's 25 damage. It's 50 damage per cycle. So, and I can finish this out by ascending that guy in front of the boss, which speeds it up a little bit. I'm just making sure I don't misclick is the most important thing I'm doing here, because if I misclick, it's over, right? If I misclick, I have raised my man to 160 damage. I do not wish to pass away here. We're getting there, though. We're sure getting there. Man, I've had some clean infinites, and then I've had some not clean ones. This I would definitely describe as not a clean one. I do like how we've essentially created Battle Votivary in a sense, though, which is kind of nice. It's pretty cool. Alright, we're about halfway there. Yikes. It's, you know, it's not fast, though, is the unfortunate thing. It could have, there's a world it could have been a little quicker if I had chosen to do something else instead, but I really don't have a lot of options as far as what would help the infinite on this one. So, I guess you kind of just have to deal with it. We're pushing, like, a decent amount of damage here. If I can do this on Divinity, I think... I mean, obviously, if I can do this on Divinity, we have the win, right? There's simply no question about it. But the bigger challenge is... This was not a trivial thing to assemble, right? And we also... Part of the reason I grabbed the extra tiresome climbs is I need to move enemies out of the way, right? I need to make sure that enemies aren't body blocking my hits, because the Divinity has very wide waves. Now, fortunately, on the Divinity, even if I can't connect it with the Divinity himself, I can certainly ramp my floor to a point where... Oh, don't do that. Wrong card. Okay. I can ramp my floor to the point where it will completely crush enemy waves. Like, the mini-bosses aren't going to stand up to, you know, 1,400 damage a hit. So there's that as well. But... Oh, still. I like how we're also infiniting on Seraph's damage scaling. So, that's kind of entertaining. Well, we almost made 3k. Just, you know, another 1,000 damage or something, and we have it. Yikes. Truly a yikes. We're gonna get there eventually, though. And that is, I suppose, what matters. Alright, we at least... I think I'm very happy with myself that I identified that I did have to correctly remove the ritual of battle. So, I will say, this requires a lot more finesse than I would like from an infinite, because I have to make sure I connect with the exact right unit, and the hitbox of the queen is so large that it's just very risky that I misclick and wipe, which would be absolutely awful. The other unfortunate thing is that this infinite is taking enough time that I'm definitely not going to have a chance to record another episode of Monster Train for the evening, but, you know... It's entertainment, right? It's why you're here. You're here to listen to my brain leak out the side of my skull as I go completely mad from clicking these cards in this exact order enough times to kill a stupid boss. Gosh. I actually think I have the kill, man. I do. Let's send this goon out of the way. Get him, Votivary. Alright, we did it. Oh, gosh, okay. Got him. Alright. Great work. I have the kill. Votivary was scaling too. Okay. You know what? Yes. Shard of Divinity. Yes. I was going to say, you know what? Malika. I'll tell you what. There's a real chance I'm going to need some of this 140, this 115 health you're going to give me. So sure. Fine. Great news. The interesting thing about that is the order of those confirms for me once and for all that you have to have 150 walking out of Seraph before activating Malika in order to qualify for those events. So, interesting, right? Alright, we're playing a normal run of Monster Train again. Great. Imp in a box. It's a terrible thing. It's absolutely awful. We're going to go ahead and do Dreg first here. Avoid Ember Drain. We're then going to play Queen. We're then going to play Horned Warrior. I'm going to give Branding Right to the Horned Warrior. I need him to live a little longer. We're going to play out random units here. Fine. Good. I need to survive long enough to draw into one of these. Great work. Now, I do need to play all these cards, right? There's pretty much no world I don't play everything here somehow. So, great. Let's get rid of Queen Zimpling 1 and Queen Zimpling 2. Sure. Okay, what do we draw today? We have... Welp, we have Votavary. Votavary 1 draws me faster. I think, if I'm being honest with you, that I should play Votavary and shoot her. Look, I'm a genius, alright? Absolute genius tier tech. These dregs must die. Now, unfortunately, this is also going to farm up this Shade Wings, but I kind of don't care. Great. Fledgling Imp, let's go. Throw the Imp, fantastic work. Armor in the back, also very cool. Do I just burn Memories of the Melted now? I don't think I do. I'm going to need another big turn to get rid of these Implings, I think, and the Transcend Imp. So I think we leave it in. Okay. Great. Go forth, my dregs, drafts of the Persian Empire. Go forth, champ. Alright, great news. Now, I do need to get Votavary and Votavary shot, so great work. Transcend Imp is kinda cool. He honestly does a decent job of blowing up middle floor, actually, which I don't immediately hate. I am going to probably have to ascend this 30 by 3 here, because let me be clear, he does way too much damage to anyone to consider alternatives. I'm going to put down this Fledgling Imp first, though. We actually kill him and take only 2 damage, which is crazy because these drafts just tank so much, so that's fun. Great. I guess I'm playing Tia here. Sure, I think it's Tia time. Let's go. Alright, Tia. And we get rid of a drag. Great job. Okay. We're doing it, I think. And I managed to hold on to the tiresome climb. Alright, we take 5 to Pyre Wall. It's sure, whatever. I'm drawing like 6 million cards per turn here. Alright, we are definitely going to click Memories of the Melted somewhere off in La La Land. Great. We're going to play Queen Zimpling. Queen Zimpling. Do I have it? I wonder if I have it. Hold up. The problem will be I can't do it on the Darkwings floor. This is actually ridiculous because I have to ascend everything out of the way. Do I have it, though? I do, right? I play 1 Votavary, I shoot her, I draw the branding right, I have the other Votavary, I can redo it. I have it on this turn, actually. Now, the problem is 3 units on the floor. And I'm farming all of them armor. So I don't actually think I can do it on this turn. But what I do think I can do is I think I can ascend the guy in front here. Right? And then I can ascend the guy in front on middle. Getting him out of the way. This is important for the next turn because he's only 1 unit. The Inquisitor is just 1 man. So, with him being just 1 guy, now I can't infinite here, but I can do some portion of it, which is worthwhile, right? It gets me set up for next turn. Right? I don't, because I play the tiresome climbs is the problem. Then I'm going to grab Fledgling Imp and play him, and we clear the floor here, and we play Votavary mid-floor, and now we have done it, right? I clear top. It's a lot of scaling that does help my speed here, and this turn I have it. Alright, y'all. Okay. We're doing it. Okay. Hey, everyone. I know this is going to take a truly, supremely obnoxious amount of time. I have to not only eclipse 4,820 health, I have to eclipse that plus 820 more from the Inquisitor. But we have the Infinite. Gosh, this is truly growing by 15 a turn. Alright, everyone. Who's ready for some Monster Train? This is awful. This is truly maddening. I cannot begin to describe exactly how bad this Infinite is. I am going to be here for what feels like an aeon. An era will pass in the real world before I have finished killing Votavary enough times. I can't even imagine what you're all hearing, right? Because you're getting the volume of the video game. I'm not. I am blessedly muted from the game. So you just get to watch and listen to the death knell of this small child through the course of, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe? I honestly don't even know. The worst thing about this is that a mini-boss floor is actually the best time for me to do this too, because the other floors are simply too wide, and it's actually why I brought the tiresome climbs, why I made 2 of them, because the whole consideration was, what if I have to ascend multiple things simultaneously? In fact, I think if I wait one more turn, I no longer have the Infinite, right? I actually think the Infinite is no longer possible. I mean, well, okay, the Infinite's possible, right? We have the pieces in the hand, but we don't actually hit the boss. This is the only turn, except for, I guess, another mini-boss floor, right? We'd have to survive, what, 3 more waves or something? Which might not happen. It might. I mean, we're pretty... We have the pieces, right? At a minimum, I have this crazy Remnant Host Fledgling Imp that is actually nonsense scaling and also is triggering the Ashes of the Fallen. So, we're doing great there. But, gosh, we might live. I don't want to take that risk. I have the W literally right now. I just have to click the cards a billion times to get to it. We are not even halfway there. Can you imagine? Can you, like, think about this for a minute? Look at the boss's health. I've already degraded in my mental faculties by an order of, like, 10. I don't even know what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm just going to tell you a story, all right? Like, what do you guys want to hear? No one's even responding. This would be great if I had Twitch chat or something going, because someone would give me a suggestion and I could ramble about it. Here, you know what? Let me tell you about another intro I was going to do. You ready for this? Okay, so one of my future intros that I wanted to talk about was I got these ridiculously cool pears for Christmas. I know, it sounds wild, right? These pears are, like, cultivated and genetically engineered, and they're the whole 9 yards. Basically, the whole thing is that you pay an obscene amount of money for each pear. And when I say that, I mean, I don't buy these for myself. These were gifted to me. It's something that someone knew that I really loved. it's actually from my mom, which is kind of cool. She knows I love those things. But basically, she gifted me these pears that are like hyper cultivated, mega expensive. They're like straight up, it's like $8 a pear, okay? This is a single pear. And I got, I think, what, 10 of them it is? So, in any case, there's a whole bunch of those running around my house. And they are extremely delicious. You have to wait for they give you exact ripening instructions, like wait until this point, check them every day. If they have this much give on or near their stem, then they're ready. Then you can refrigerate them and enjoy them within X number of days. Anyway, I got these. I have eaten 2 pears a day for the last 2 days, and they are to die for. I don't even understand how they do it. It's like they genetically engineered them to just be delicious. Which, I mean, if you're going to genetically engineer anything, why not that, right? Make the fruit amazing. It's crazy because, like, a really bad pear doesn't taste like anything to me, right? If a pear has, I don't know, maybe they're not actually bad and I just, again, continue to taste terribly, and that's certainly true. But these pears are so delicious that I can taste them, and they are incredible, and the texture is just fantastic. Oh, it's so incredible. I think I've talked about this before, but my taste is so intrinsically linked to texture that it's kind of strange, right? Like, there's only so much I can say. Now wait, don't I have this? Not yet. I'm thinking I can abuse Votavary to get a kill here, right? I can show you. I can test this, right? Like, if I can get Votavary over 820, then Votavary gets the kill, and then we have 4,000 something coming through. Anyway, we're continuing on. My taste is so intrinsically linked to flavor, to texture, that my SO interrogated me about this recently and was very curious, like, why I describe texture as part of flavor. And it's because the flavor piece is so mild and in some cases indetectable, and in some cases multiple objects literally taste the same to me. And because they taste the same to me, I only can distinguish them by their textures. So if they have strong flavors, or they're flavor enough that I can notice them, then yeah, the texture's not as important. But when you think about it, when you only have texture detection and most of the flavors are nothing burgers, it's like you gotta do your best, right? So anyway, that's my whole pear story and my whole my taste buds are broken story, and I'm still not even at this infinite finished yet. If I can get one of these Votavaries to 820, we have it. Okay? And we're almost there. I'm 4 clicks away from having it somewhere. So, here, I think it's the next Votavary has it. Why are you dying? Oh, I have to daze the boss, right? Right. I have to... Help me verify this. 800... I cannot make a mistake here. Pull out the calculator. Alright. It's 650... plus 170. Great, I can do math. 821 does kill him. Good. So, I have to daze the boss, and we have won the video game. God, I hated this. Votavary just killed a mini-boss. Unreal. Unreal. Yeah, thanks, Hef. Whatever. Get me out of here, please. My sanity has degraded so beyond the levels of normal conversation. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm playing Monster Train? No idea. My score is probably better than usual, but it feels worse than usual. I lost score in my mind. Yeah, 61k, sure, why not? Run summary, get me out of here. Tiresome climb? Cool, 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 cool. Anyway, Waxer Snuffer plus Votavary. Hey, baby, what is that? That's an infinite. And I have a big sludge. It's so disgusting. It's so slow. It's so bad. Fortunately, the Tiresome Climb does save the day again. Ascending and dazing the boss is the only reason Votavary could punch that man to death. Just absolutely grotesque. The Ashes of the Fallen. The fun thing is, this run actually has the foundations of winning normally, right? But it's just so risky, is the problem. There's a lot of parts where it's like really tight. Like, think about some of the combats in here where we've been like, I don't know, I gotta click a button like this. Didn't Talos walk to the pyre? Yeah, Talos went to the pyre and hit me. So, like, straight away, this run has been doomed all the way through. And I'm like, all right, well, they gave me an infinite, so this is the only surefire way I have of knowing I'm going to win. So, of course, I'm going to do it because you never know. I could have gotten the multi strike wave. I didn't actually look. Maybe it's spawned, but would it have spawned yet? I think it would have spawned, yeah. So I could have looked down at the lowest floor and checked it out, but I just did not. So I don't actually know what was there. If I had gotten the multi strike wave, it might have been too much. I might not have been able to pull it off. Who knows? Anyway, we did it. We just monster trained all over that video game, and we are victorious. What is the number? 278 wins on this series? Gross. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. We survived. Thank you if you made it through my degrading mental state. And yeah, thanks for being here. Hey, I appreciate you all for watching this. Your time is super awesome. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, everyone.